Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Trace 5, and this is it. This is the final video from the German Nationals. This game will decide who will be the German champion of 2017. So without further ado, enjoy this game. And we are back. I am still Krystian.
And once again, I am Evil Gas.
And this is the absolute final game. There's
Definite
no
grand
Netrunner today anymore.
No more finals.
This is Shimko versus Shimko versus Heinzel. Shimko won the first game as IG. It was a bad matchup, but Heinzel was close. We've been told some secret information about the last game.
Oh, really?
Apparently, Shimko at some point had 9 points of agendas in this card pile. And no Jackson on the board.
Yeah,
there were points where Heinzel could have just ran on archives and win the game just right there. so that was pretty crazy.
That'd be why he didn't score that uppercut out of hand then, because he was in archives.
Yeah, I guess that's where it went. Another interesting information. So there's all this talk about how Netrunner is a dead game and stuff like that. But something that's worth to keep in mind is this was a bigger nationals in terms of participation than the last year for Germany. Last year we had 65, now we had 66. One player more.
Look at that.
One player more.
Huge increase.
Maintaining that player base, I would say. Something that's interesting is also we had an unusual amount of female players. Still,
yes, yeah, I noticed that.
Still very low, of course. We would love to have it more balanced, but it's still the best.
Good to see some diversity.
Yes. I actually wrote it down how many players we had. Wait a minute. So we had 6 women in total from 66 players. Of course, bad ratio in overall.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
But for Netrunner, it's pretty good. And also, we had one of the girls was also in the top 16.
Nice. That's good.
She was 2 points away from getting into the top 8.
Wow.
So that's yeah. I would love to see her in the next year in the top 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get more ladies next year, please.
Absolutely. Right. So Shimko, again, Colonian player, and I'm very much biased. Very biased.
Do I have to support Heinzel now then? Is that what's happening?
He's playing the Haley, so whenever he installs a card, he can install a different card from the same type.
That's right. And he's playing against Replicating Perfection, so you have to run a central server first before you can run a remote.
Heinzel on the Revival Tour, he's playing IDs that are soon to cycle out.
Yeah.
And of course, he's a big fan of White Tree. That's what brought him the German Nationals, German Champion title 2 years ago, and he hopes that it'll bring him this time around. This is a better matchup for Heinzel than the last one was.
Yeah, he's got a much better chance here. I think it's going to be quite interesting due to the limited breakers that Haley's got.
Yes. All right, so he starts out with that's interesting. That was a subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
So, which is a really great additional credit here at the beginning. Then hedge fund, install an isolate of R&D, and then install a free ice there. We have to maybe remind people. So, White Tree is you have to run on central server, and then you can only run on a remote server.
That's right. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a successful run.
You just have to make a run. Yeah.
But still, there's an additional click that you have to spend to check out what the corp has installed. Shimko is not in a position to check any installed things. Instead, he decides to install a bunch of stuff like Haley does.
Yeah, and the Astral Edge is quite good because we have seen before that this RP uses some remote servers, so that should get some free draw.
This will give you some free draw indeed. It will get him... it's also very cheap to install, a very good console choice here right now.
Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit of a sign that maybe the corp's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot of draw. Again, Heinzel well known for being just agenda flooded, especially in this kind of this deck. So I'm not sure what happens there. All right, subliminal messaging, no run. I think that subliminal messaging would also be doing a lot of work here.
First turn subliminal is great, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Shimko will be running all over the place. It's not that kind of runner. It's not that kind of deck. Okay, so now Heinzel is already building a road server. I'm not sure for what, maybe... I think it might be the scoring server here because he's not really in a position to be afraid of Haley trashing stuff.
It's either that or he wants to get a Sunju up and running. But either way, he's trying to indicate there's nothing in hand.
Haley runs on HQ. Oh,
we'll get to find out.
We're going to find out what he has on hand very soon with a Zellery gift here. All right, running again. Shimko doesn't want to wait for Christmas. He wants to know. He wants to open his present now.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of Christmas presents.
He's got a lot of presents. He can't tell what they are yet. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a nice draw.
The worm. The pipe worm is something that confuses me. What does it do in this deck? Just slows down the corp?
It's or it's free money.
Okay.
if the corp, like certainly something like RP or not IG, what am I thinking, Polana or Moon's decks with lots of money, you just get free cash.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of corps don't want you to have that, so they'll spend a turn purging, so that's wasted a corp turn, basically.
Yeah,
so.
they purge for the clock, then you have to purge for this, there's so much...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
you
it
of course
costs you
never...
nothing to play, so...
And you, of course, never play those two together.
No.
You wait for the purge, and then you install another
That's
one.
just asking to be purged, if you do that.
Yeah. Of course, we're not going to see Heinzel fast advancing anything anytime soon. This is not the kind of corp.
No. So, an interesting thing there is we've got a sacrificial construct, so what you might do, if Heinzel purges, he might use the sac con to keep the Tatworm alive.
Oh, that's nasty.
And then Heinzel will have to waste another turn if he wants to get rid of it.
That's so nasty. Oof, I like it.
Because he doesn't need the sac con for, clot or anything like that, so he might use it with his Tatworm.
Installing something in a remote and then install something in front of HQ. So Heinzel is setting up. I wonder if he actually already tries to score here. I guess he didn't pre-advance it, so I guess not.
Probably not.
Might be a Nisei, for example, to prepare for the next turn, install advance, for example.
Something like that, yeah.
He doesn't have too much money.
No, he's looking a little bit poor, and he's not used Celebrity Gift yet, so it'll be interesting to see what he's got in his hand. He has got Jackson, which helps with Celebrity Gift.
Yeah.
You can double Jackson draw along with your mandatory, then play Celebrity and not reveal too much information.
I always think that maybe not using Celebrity Gift means that he has maybe some agendas in hand he doesn't want to reveal, but it's Heinzel, and Heinzel knows this deck inside and out. Mm-hmm. He might be the best white tree player that there is. So I'm pretty sure and we saw him being really fast in the previous game. Like, usually we say RP, okay, it's a slow, kind of like a glacier type of corp that wins very slowly, but he was very fast last game. So I think he might be like weighing his options and being like, maybe I don't need the money now, maybe it's better to start applying pressure by creating a remote server.
Yeah. But I do think you need to get your money up and running.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised that
there we go.
Shimko didn't.
There's celery.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Shimko didn't go for that Jackson to get rid of it.
Okay, there were 2 celeries. Sandu as well. Huh. That's interesting. And then... Oh, that's so great, yeah.
For free.
The subliminal messaging has really good interaction with the celery gift because you always get this another card on hand that often is the difference between being able to play the full celery.
Exactly, and then there was the Sunjin, because that's going to...
Yeah, absolutely. Good.
Waste runner clicks.
Though, I'm wondering if Shimko will actually care about going for this.
He should do. Whether he cares or not, I don't know.
2 clicks, 2 credits, but on the other hand...
You don't want that corporation just getting free money every time.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it's like his goal, his entire type of play is not the kind of like where he starts trashing resources, right?
It's not, but there aren't that many. It's not like it's an asset-heavy deck.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Let's see. So what was that? What was the deck?
Jackson.
Was that Jackson? Where was the Jackson? I never know. Okay, never mind.
It's now tucked in the top of the credit.
Yeah, exactly. He's tucked in his bed.
In his bed.
Yes. Ready to recycle, to rotate. Tell me a good night story. Shimko getting credits and SMC and Inversificator. That's nice. That's good. That will do some really good job. We saw some really nasty code kits that Heinzel is running, especially the Fairchild. So getting the Fairchild off the scoring server might be really, really strong. Yeah,
and again, I don't like this M-Strike play. I'd keep that in hand so that the corp doesn't know that you've got it, and then when they try and score something, you can just play M-Strike and go, I guess. It's still the same as running Essential, but you don't have to face check something, you can just play M-Strike and run the remote straight away.
The thing is, like, if you play it on the turn that you would have run the remote anyway, then you lose the click either way. Yeah.
Because you don't know what's on Centrals. I guess Archives is still open, so that's fine. But.
Yeah, right now when the Archives is not iced, it doesn't make any difference. But yeah, I agree. Like late in the game, I would probably wait and to make it a surprise. Okay, so another ice being started in front of that mysterious server, and the Sandu not being contested. I guess now it's possible to run on Sandu on the first click, so maybe Shimko is actually weighing his options.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm down with that. So you could run it straight away. Didn't either cut the money. Fair enough. I'll take it all back.
There's thinking going on. Somehow, my only image I have from Heinzel is always like this paper bracelet that he has on there. Somehow in every tournament he ends up with a bracelet. I don't know how.
If found, please return to.
This tournament takes place in a hostel, and the bracelets are for free food.
In that case, you need to get me one of those bracelets.
I have 2 bracelets. Okay, now comes the part where the thinking happens. Okay, so there's a play of the subliminal messaging, and advance. Bam.
So, I guess now you've got the Emperor Strike out, you can just run first click.
So wait a minute, does that mean that this card that was installed there was an agenda all along? And
it looks that way. I can't tell whether Black Sleeves or something else went down there.
No, that was it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was Jackson and installed something over it. I don't know.
No, it's a good play. I have done stuff like that myself before. We just put something down, don't use it, and people assume it must be upgrades.
Yeah, and then surprise, it's what is in the agenda. I mean, it's often good when, for example, we saw that Heinzel didn't have an iced HQ for a long time, so maybe that's a good moment to put the agenda in there for a while.
Yeah.
So if you get like legworked, they don't see an agenda. And if they run on a remote server, it's at least better than running on an unprotected HQ.
Yeah.
Right. So what is happening? Both players are thinking a lot about the current situation.
Yeah, they're untimed in the very last game, aren't they? So they've got plenty of time to think about
Absolutely, yeah. And so Shimko has used 2 clicks already. Lots of thinking.
I'm guessing he's probably thinking it might be something like an Ubicata protocol, and he might have to use Faust to break into the server.
Oh yeah, he's actually counting the cards. So I'm thinking that he's actually considering what his potential is to use to break something with Faust.
Yeah, and it's kind of like how much does he care about the cards that are already in his hand?
Nope, he goes for draw.
Yeah,
and then
wanted some more cards before he attempted the run.
Okay. Oh no, he runs. He does run.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be the DNA tracker. Nasty ice.
Not too bad though, because you've got the
Investigator. Yes. How much does it cost? It's 2-1, right? So it's going to be 4 to get the strength, and then 3 more, 7 in total.
Yeah.
And then you can move it around. Oh, he moves it down, so he breaks it again now. So how does it work? Do you follow the ice down there?
So what it's probably going to do, you have to break it again. So what it'll probably do is break all but 1 subroutine and then take a net damage. Because he's no money, you can't lose 2 credits from the DNA tracker subroutine.
Oh, so he moves it down so he doesn't get like locked out with a barrier or something.
And then it turns out to be an Nisei. So he was keeping enough cards in hand, so if it was Ubicata, he could steal it. But
I like that there's a Nisei, like you double advance the Nisei instead of advancing once.
Yeah, I do that quite a bit. That's good stuff.
Okay, so that's a really good score for Shimko, but he's down to 0 credits, so that's a huge scoring window for Heinzel right there. And of course, he follows it up with a fast track and a Nisei. That's good. That's a good play.
I don't know how big a scoring window it is, to be honest.
Why do you think so? How much credits can Shimko make?
Well, the thing is, he should be getting at least 2 anyway. I guess if he's got away.
From the tapeworm, yes.
Yeah.
I need 7 to just break the DNA tracker, but there's another ice in front now.
But, so that's possibly an issue. I mean, you could just let DNA tracker fire if you've spent your money on everything else you need to.
If you manage to break the outer ice, then yes, get the net damage, get the Nisei, and then you're up at 4 points, depending on what he has on hand, of course.
So he just needs enough money to be able to get a Faust on the board, which might be the issue.
And of course, you also get net damage from the... Oh, he runs... What?
So he's running already.
Yeah. Wow. So I guess he decides not to run on the... Oh, is that a... Oh, no,
he needs to read it.
He has to read it. Something complicated and difficult. Let's see.
So, yeah, I don't think he's going to contest that remote. He's not feeling brave about it. I'd be half tempted with enough cards in hand just to run it anyway and see what happens.
Look, he clicks for money. That's good. That's Aesop and daily casts that will set him up for
I mean,
But the Nisei counter is so important.
it is. I'd be tempted to have run that remote.
Yeah.
Because you're forcing the corp to res whatever's in front of it. If he doesn't, you just take 3 net damage and get in and get the agenda. So
That's true.
at the very least,
And
it
you
costs
know-
the corp some money.
And you know what you need to in order to get there. But
Exactly.
what if it's something like really horrible, like a Komino or something?
Nah. Then you jack out.
Well,
If you run it early, you can jack out and draw back up.
yeah. Difficult choice for sure. All right. So that's the Nisei scored on both sides, but of course for Heinzel that's a bigger deal. He got rid of the current.
Mm-hmm.
He has a token to stop runs. That's it's pretty good. And there we go. We have the Blue Moose and we have the Film Critic as well. That's also nice. We saw that he has the
Obakata protocol.
Obakata protocol. What does it even mean? Do we even know what it means?
I
Is
don't
it just a name, like Akamatsu?
I don't know. I would hate to guess and get it wrong, so I should say
I
nothing.
need to ask some Japanese people.
Looks like he's purged that.
Maybe it's something used, like really silly, like Junebug, you know.
Yeah, maybe. But
Anyways, so getting credits from the Blue Moose.
Now you see that Sunji's actually probably got, what, like 10, 12 credits now? If we'd got rid of that earlier, then
Yeah.
they'd be in a lot worse position. You know, so
You're probably right. Like spending it's just 2 credits, 2 clicks and a run, and 2 clicks and 2 credits. But
if you think about how much the corp is
Yeah.
getting if you don't run it, that's
Yeah.
just the opportunity cost.
on the other hand, maybe Shimko's kind of situation where it's like I don't care how much money the corporation has. I will win anyway. You know.
Yeah, okay, well.
Some people are like this. You know.
Yeah,
I've seen people be like, whatever, just have your money. Of course, as a criminal by heart, I don't understand this approach. This is alien to me, and you are wrong if you think this way. So there's going to be an R&D interface. So there will be some R&D hits. Of course, Shaper is going to shape, and he's shaping. And that's Nisei that gets trashed, and something else.
That's, although that DNA trick is a little bit intimidating without a defensive upgrade as well in there. It's not too scary a server.
Yeah, it's not. There's no end run. Of course, Heinzel built the server so that probably there's like the hurtful ice outside and the end run ice inside.
Yeah.
But now the inversificator kind of like turned this upside down, and so now we probably get a cheap end run outside and a nasty follow up. So there is another Celery. And overwriting the ice that was on R&D interesting. Apparently that was just like fake ice because he installed this on the very first turn. So I guess he had a really bad starting hand.
Yeah, it could have been something like a Quandary, and now the investigator's out. You
Or
could
something like this.
that.
Yeah. Oh man, Quandary would be really a huge reliability, especially if you want to start scoring things.
Yeah, exactly. So, trash that bad boy.
Gotta get on that inversificator game. It seems like a good choice.
It's a really powerful.
It's 3
break.
influence though, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem though.
That's it, yeah. Like in Criminal, if you want Paperclip as well, that's 6 influence.
Maybe you go back to Kuroda then.
That's what me and Timo have been talking about actually a lot. So yeah, as this game goes on, it's interesting because the cup's getting more rich and still has its Nisei counter, but the runner's getting more and more options.
Yeah, so now we see the Shadow Net and we see the same old thing. Both things that are good for recursion. Of course, we don't see on Shimko's side, which is kind of funny because last games we saw him, he always had the fan side already up and ready. This time around, no fan sides and also no Artist Colony. So the Shadow Net won't actually do a lot of work for now. It's not like you were going to sacrifice 2 agenda points to replay something. Unless, of course, it's going to be one of those games where it's like, you're going to start burning your bridges. And of course, yes.
Subliminal's still there.
Yes.
So, interestingly, the sort of multi-axis is kind of off the table. You've got indexing, you've got legwork, but with that Nisei counter, it sort of removes it. But it'd be good to perhaps do that to get the counter used. and then it won't be available to protect the remote. So you've got to kind of think of that as runner as well. Can you make some kind of like semi-impactful run that's going to force the co-op into using that token up early?
Yeah, you don't get to like this. The counters are not going away without you doing anything. So you have to maybe do it like a sacrificial indexing or something.
Exactly. Yeah. And when you've got so much recursion, that's fine. You can easily get it back again.
Yeah. Always a big problem with the account siphon because it's always a good account siphon counter. So just do an account siphon, let them counter it, and then do another account siphon.
Yeah.
People are packing some very crispy bags there.
So we see a Caprice has been installed and pre-resed.
Oh, that's good. And something else installed in there as well. So is that another of those Heinzel like just install a random agenda?
Yeah, it could be. What else could it be? Could be a Jackson just tucked in there. Could be a Marcus Batty, maybe. Might be, it might be the Philotic. I'll be very curious about it. It's not a bad move because as a runner, you're looking down that and thinking, I kind of want to know what that is. That server's getting quite beefy. Do I try and deal with it now? Before it's definitely an agenda, or do I leave it and go somewhere else?
On the other hand, if this is an agenda, Heinzel will just know. He will advance it. But of course, he will advance it at the most unfortunate moment, like the moment where you absolutely can deal with it right now.
Yeah. So I'd be tempted to try something on with my multi-access on one of the centrals if it was available.
Absolutely, yeah. So, but I wonder what kind of IC installed there. Okay, Inti. That means everything except sentries can be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jeebus. Breaking Chiashi with Inti. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's 14 for strength and then 3 to break. 17 credits. But on the plus side, you get to keep your strength for the entire run. So there's not all downside.
So 2 Chiashis are going to get very easily broken.
That'd just be 20 credits, that's fine.
Oh, God. Okay, so actually...
So he's just taking it.
Yeah, he takes it damage. All right, so yeah, that R&D won't be shaped so easily.
Fairly safe.
For now, at least, I don't know what Shimko's solution for these kinds of eyes is.
Yeah, so I mean that was painful, but getting rid of Sunju's. You see, that's having those Sunju's up is what's enabling those sort of players.
2 Sanders out as well, so these are giving Heinzel all the money to rest crazy eyes like this one.
He's already taken the pain of the Chiashi out of just running Sunju and got rid of it.
And we already see Heinzel, as I said, you cannot be rich enough in this game. You can see Heinzel doing math with the credits because the resing of the Sandu, of the Chiashi, put him so low that he actually has to really budget his finances there.
Yeah.
I love watching him do the math with his fingers. It's so funny. And that's what you do as you have to think about how much can I actually afford to spend on advancing, on getting credits. What if I advance and I lose credits and I have to get something else, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so he double advanced. He actually goes for the score. He thinks that Shimko can't actually get in the server, and that might be the case.
Yeah. Well, Shimko's got to get in, win a side game, get kicked out by the Nisei counter, then get in again and win another side game.
Yeah, that's a bad deal.
Tough, yeah.
Especially against the DNA tracker. I love the fact that the DNA tracker actually also makes people lose money.
Yeah.
Because that means they cannot just whatever, it's going to take the damage.
Yeah.
Because then you might not be able to play the Psy game.
The secret tech here, I don't know whether this particular Haley's got it in, is political operative.
Yes.
So you could run HQ, install the pull-up, kill Caprice, and then you've got 2 runs at the remote.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have it. I saw it some decks recently, but I'm not sure.
I think you've got to try for it.
Yeah, HQ. Let's go HQ. Heinzel is thinking about this. He actually lets the HQ run through.
Yeah, he needs to save some money to defend that remote. So.
Yeah, Heinzel loves that ice, Yagura. So cheap to res, so painful to break. There is a run. Tsurugi. So, as we said, there is no way for Shimko to break sentries yet, so that's the moment where he probably has to get his... I don't know what he wants to get.
I think as a Nantok, is it?
Nantok would be good. That would be just 3 credits to break, no, 4 credits to break, I think.
Yeah.
4 or 3?
There's 4 subroutines.
4 subroutines, yeah, 4.
So you either break all 4 or take some then.
Or he also has Faust on hand, but...
So he'd have to install something else. Use Haley to install the Faust.
Okay, so he gets...
But he's got a decent amount of money.
I think he makes the math just if it's actually even possible to do this thing.
So,
okay, he installs the Clot, so he can install the
install
Faust.
from hand, yeah.
Haley triggers. There's the Faust. So now that's gonna be 4 cards. No, 3 cards. No, 4 cards. 4 cards, man.
He needs to spend 4 if he wants to carry on. There you go.
Then he can break this for 7, I think, yeah? 7?
Yep, and then he can move that out of the way to something that's not been rezzed, maybe.
Ah, that's good. Now, if that's another DNA tracker... What? Okay.
Oh my God,
well, I guess it makes sense. He has better chance of breaking this than breaking the Chiashi. And he can move it back.
Oh, wow. I feel sick. Would you not move the unrezzed dice?
So did he win this? Oh, he did win this.
Yeah, it looks like...
Wow, he win the Psy game, so Heinzel is forced to use the Lisa counter to keep him out. That was worth it, but... wow.
Yeah.
Exchange the Chiashi with a DA tracker.
Wow. That remote. I don't know whether that's more scary or what then, but it's just not looking a nice place to go, is it?
Oh, man.
Oh, dear. That was very upsetting.
Okay, so he uses the score, and that's a... Oh, that was he wasn't able to score this. Oh, and actually he has a... No, he has a...
He has a film critic, so you can put it on there, yeah.
Okay, so that was good. Heinzel at 5 points. He's looking good. Heinzel is looking good here.
He is.
Shimko needs to really do some kind of crazy R&D pressure, perhaps. And he has a lot of money now, so he can break the DNA tracker.
Yeah. That's where the win is. It's on R&D.
Yeah. Because, you know, the next thing you see, Heinzel will start jamming another agenda in there, and then what you do. So this might be like 2 turns left for Shimko to pull this game. Running on R&D, seeing 2 cards. Oh, he actually did not move around the... I would maybe try to move around the
DNA tracker with the HQ ice. Yeah. I think maybe he might poke HQ, so he's leaving the ice there, so it has to be rest.
Oh, yeah. Right. Wow, that's late.
It is. It's finally got around to
is he trolling? What's happening? This seems like not a good investment. Well, I guess Heinzel is really down on the credits.
Yeah, here we go.
Whatever. He doesn't even... Does he need credits? Whatever. Unless you have some kind of DRS tech.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting in there now.
And man, he gave him such a scoring window too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no token anymore, so if he can get in once... But he would have to break the DNA tracker twice and break the Tsurugi as well.
So...
And then win a Psy game. No, this is not happening.
So he's losing an S-Ops to get some money. That's fine. He's got to run a central before he can run the remote, so presumably archives.
Or no. He cannot actually break the Chiashi. Or actually, this is going to be silly if he breaks the Chiashi. So he actually has to run R&D and break the DNA tracker to put the DNA tracker on there.
He can... I don't know.
I almost feel like the remote cannot be contested, actually.
I'm really unhappy with that Chiashi being moved. Still feeling queasy about it. Why didn't I lie down after this game?
It's okay, we have a Chiashi recovery room extra for you.
I'm glad to hear that. I kind of feel like you've got to go for that remote. I don't know. If it is something... Let's have a think about this.
Yeah.
So you've only got 3 clicks because you've got to run somewhere else first.
Yeah.
Run archives is the least painful of those options, probably.
Yeah. Maybe HQ. Maybe there's a legend on there.
Yeah.
And I don't think Heinzel has the money to
probably not going to res well.
If he didn't res it previously, he won't res it now. Unless
Maybe
Now,
even if Cortex Lock or something.
No, I was thinking maybe what's the name? The Excalibur, but that also won't do anything with the Faust out.
Too bothered about that. But it will tax a couple of cards, which then makes running the remote virtually impossible.
Maybe,
so that's the sort of thing you've got to think about, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's say you've got 3 clicks to get to that remote. You haven't got your Sentry Breaker out, so it's 4 cards to get through Tsurigi. And you've still got to deal with Chashi. Yeah, I don't know how you get in.
Tough. It's a good moment for Shimko to sit down and think a lot about what's happening right now. Why didn't you trash those Sandus earlier? I like how did he trash the Sandus on possibly the very last turn of the game. The worst moment where you actually really don't want to trash them.
Unless he's got a sneaky stim hack in his deck or something that could
spicy. That would be great. Yeah, I don't think that's happening though. Man.
Well, you'll need to break the end. Oh no, I was going to say you'll need to break the end of the run on the Cheshire really, but I'm not sure how you break anything else and keep the cards in your hand. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, and even get to strength is difficult. So what did he do?
He's going for R&D, I think.
Okay, another R&D. Just wants to go for a big deep. Maybe there's like 3 agendas on top, and he wins the game. Well, no 2 agendas, no 3 agendas. Oh, there's one. Uh-oh. Okay. That's 2 clicks left.
So if there's something in HQ...
Uh-oh.
But he's no cards in hand.
He could also run R&D one more time. No, he can't. He doesn't have any money.
So you can click once for a couple of cards just in case.
Running Archives? Nope.
Nothing. So you've got to run HQ.
Yeah,
HQ
right? is the only possibility now, right? Okay, let's do it. No res?
Yeah, HQ.
All right, that was it. That was it. Wow. Heinzel is the German champion once again.
Yeah.
Huge applause from the audience here. Amazing play.
And well done to his opponent for taking to a second game.
Absolutely, and it's so excited to see those two in a top cut. It was really exciting to watch those games. Wow, amazing. Love it. All right, so we're gonna celebrate with our friends for a second here. So we're gonna leave the stream on for you, on people on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me, Evil Gas.
Pleasure, Krystian, as always. Anytime.
Same for me. Yeah. So we're gonna move on now, and I hope you'll join us next time around. And bye, guys.
Bye.
And here's Krystian after editing again. Thank you for sticking with us for our first series here at Trace 5. I hope you did subscribe to our channel because it really helps us building this new space for Netrunner stuff. So we have more content in the pipeline. As I said, we are planning some live streams, we are planning vlogs, and we also already have the Dutch Nationals also in the pipeline, which will be released next time around. So I hope you'll join us on our future videos, and as always, hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.